1.5 meters, he pulled the trigger on my face. The gun jammed. So when people saying to me, I'm a Sambo, Uncle Tom, I guess I'm a Tom then. But I can tell you, most people, they will be complaining, crying racism from companies built by white people, not companies built by PE. The very same crooks, who are using black anger to open doors for themselves and families. Where is the company of Jacob Zuma? Agere wants transformation, he wants unity. Where is the company of Mbeki? Where is the company of Cyril Ramaphosa? Where he started it, from the ground. No, they are plugged in. They're given shares. Because when people speak of privilege, I throw off my cars. I had to take them back. Once, German cars, they took them. One of them, how painful it is to see your car on top of the truck. Yes. Because the vendors, have you ever seen vendors criticizing Ramaphosa? But what used Thomas on? Case them down. People who started things, using their own hands, not hander. We had Mabonya, we had Shabalala, we had, let's say the clinic, we had bicycle lanes in Soweto and other townships, Bokatlehong, Bomlazi. You'd go to Mkamaba Beach, you'd go to Manyaledi, you had game resorts, Sabotage. But then I fought gangs, I fought check rollers. When people say armchair, at some point they captured me. They captured me. One guy is my friend now. He was in the taxi business. They captured me. I've risked my life. I've risked my career. And everything that I say, I don't have a ghost account where I'm hiding myself and I'm putting the face of a lion. It's me. Away, Ike in the house, live with Ike. We are back with the band, and I'm chilling here with Mike in the house.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Taraso.
Back in the house.
I'm good.
I'm good, sir.
Today, it's grilling time.
Let's go. I've got a couple of things for you.
There's so many people who want to know a lot of things about me and about different subject matters.
Yes,
the subject matters or subject matter. But then for that thing, Guma First World, what's this school's called?
The Model C.
Not even Model C, private schools. I'm from Bantu education, and when people say I'm privileged, Bantu education. When I started school, there were no running toilets. So there was a bucket. I used to write. No. Some of the classes, but same, a level. They were writing with slate. Do you know slate?
It's like a tile.
Yeah, you write. We are clean.
Yeah.
They are clean. The exercises got up is studying art, exercise books.
Sure. Yeah. Come a long way, bro.
Yeah, I'm old school.
Yes, sir. So are you ready for the grilling? There's a lot here, sir.
Always ready.
Okay. So the first one, Cozy 2961 says, I lost my respect for Ike mainly for his views on the genocide and the controversial chant. You can't be normal mentally to justify people living based on lies and no stats to substantiate the claims. Singing a chant is no proof of killing. Some people are cheap. That's what they say.
It's fine. And I try to understand things in context. There's a literal, interpretation and a contextual, interpretation and application. So those people who want to kill the Boer or kill the Boer, the farmer, whatever it is, to what benefit? I sang the song when it was still relevant. That's why I normally say that black people, they like to fight for things that even if you get them, your life don't change. If you sing kill the Boer, kill the farmer, as grassroots, what are you benefiting? To get a house, to get a job, to get a business opportunity? The people who are inciting people to sing that song, they want to create some sort of anger, the atmosphere of anger, so that they can open doors for themselves. These are politicians politicking, saying, let's upset Rupert, let's upset, captains of industries. And then they come and say, Julius, what do you want? Please, man, stop it. And then they come in. That's what the guys of PE did. To say, you know what? Hey, these black people in the townships, they're going to come and destroy this thing. Unless it's transformed. By transformation, it means you must put Cyril Ramaphosa there. A few of them. That's what they're doing. So I'm cautioning against that. And there are certain things that they have no value. We sing kill the poor, kill the farm. And genocide. I experience genocide every day by this government. It's like, when they complain with the Afrikaners. They went to tell Trump, which no, they are being killed. It fascinates me, the thinking of black people in this country. One Afrikaner he goes to, or 3 or 4, they go, to America and say we are being killed, or they are complaining because nothing is happening. Farmers are being killed. I've spoken a lot about that. Blacks are being killed. So why are blacks quiet? Imagine you losing your family members to crime. And then you come to me and say, Ike, there were criminals here, and I'm always targeted by criminals. I said, shut up, Mike. You're not the only one. I also suffer, the impact of crime. That's what black people are doing. If somebody comes and says, I've been raped, and say, shut up. I was raped last week. What makes you special? That's what black people are doing. Instead of them saying, there's a bully here in the name of the ANC. We are all facing this bully. Some are unemployed, business opportunities gone, lots of things. Let us, look at this bully. But people, they think in black and white. I've transcended that. I started like that. I started like that. I'm well-researched. I'm 100% well-researched. I can tell you the history of black people, based on encyclopedia, Cambodia, Chinese. I've studied everything. The people of Mali, the Dogons, the Omaleks going to Americas. People of, islands. So when people saying to me, I'm a Sambo or Uncle Tom, I guess I'm a Tom then. But I can tell you, most people, they will be complaining, crying racism from companies built by white people, not companies built by BE. The very same crooks, who are using black anger to open doors for themselves and families. Where is the company of Jacob Zuma? Akere wants transformation, he wants unity. Where is the company of Mbeki? Where is the company of Cyril Ramaphosa? Where he started it, from the ground. They are plugged in. They're given shares because they're using this kill the poor. Whenever their ways are a bit close, they say, you know what? Yeah, let's incite more people. So, yeah.
Right. Cozy, you heard the man.
I'm a Tom then.
That's your response. All right. On topic of Cyril, someone says Cyril was not summoned. He asked for that meeting.
I don't know. Some, they say the meeting was organized by Rupert. Some, they say, no, it was Elon Musk. So for me, it's neither here nor there who organized the meeting. So, yeah.
It's inconsequential. Okay.
Yes.
Next one says, best of all, Ramaphosa hates America, but he wants money, handouts, and took Israel to court. They work with communists, but they demand money from the West.
I don't think he hates America. He loves the West because the West made him. Companies belonging to the West, the open-aimers, they made him. But he finds himself in a difficult position. Like if you remember, Ukraine, Russia, when it started, Cyril Ramaphosa came first. He condemned Russia. He said Russia must pull out, But Naledi Pandor came and says, no. We are allies with Russia from BRICS and all that. So he was forced. Remember, he's got monies. He was linked to Panama Papers. He's made by the dollar, not by the yen and, rubles and whatever, money from the East. So unfortunately, he finds himself, in that position. The ANC guys, they're pulling him east. He wants to go west. That's why when it comes to Israel, they were, bankrupt. They took money. They said they took money from Iran. And Iran said, one of the conditions, go make a case against Israel. So that is that.
Okay. Sean Malone says, as a president, Trump doesn't take a salary. He leads America, mahala. Elon Musk, in terms of Doge, also works mahala. How much does our politicians, that's his English, earn per month? They have their own gravy train. But that gravy train is going to end. No disrespect to black South Africans or South Africa as a whole. If minorities leave under the refugee program, blacks are going to suffer even more, even worse under BEE.
I'll tell you this.
In fact, the country's economy will collapse. Blacks will descend into tribalism, like under Shaka, Dingane, Chetwayo, Dingazulu, was paraded in European clothing. For what?
These guys, during COVID, they earn their salaries. Hustlers like us, people who are independent,
Made a plan.
you know, we had to make a plan and we were shut down, was owing. And when people speak of privilege, I had 3 of my cars. I had to take them back.
Beamers.
German cars, they took them. One of them, how painful it is to see your car on top of the truck. Because I had money somewhere, but I couldn't, retrieve it because they shut the country down. They were earning salaries. Civil servants were earning. That's why they didn't protest the lockdowns, which was illegal. Even now, Cyril, if he's a billionaire, why is he earning a salary? These guys are looting. They've got tenders. They're dealing with the state while they are ministers. Why do they still take salary? A salary. And when it comes to tribalism, we are in tribalism. South Africa is a tribal country, my brother. People can try to deny it. Jacob Zuma had massive numbers of Zulus behind him. Thabo Mbeki, the case. Most Xhosa people who are fluent and influential, they never criticize Mbeki. And the same as Zulus. Today, the vendors, have you ever seen vendors criticizing Ramaphosa? But one thing I like about Ramaphosa, you're a vendor, middle class white, poor white, darky, he suffer because you buying petrol where I buy, you buy food where I buy. You're quiet. If you're not a billionaire, under Ramaphosa, Baba, tough luck for you. Okay. They suffer. South Africa is a tribal society. Only Soweto and other townships like Bosbukeng, Tembisa, where we are cosmopolitan. You can't be a tribalist there because we are mixed.
Yeah,
other people come from rural areas, and majority of the people in these parties they protest tribalism, something that is new. Remember in Soweto, in Katlehong, you'll find that even though they try to divide us, but we use same infrastructure, roads, schools, everything. So we're bound to
interact. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thex says, blame the African immigrants as usual and forget. Laughing emojis.
It's very funny, and I've heard this, and most people, they will say, you can't blame illegal foreigners. It's your government. It's your people. Your people, they sit in the borders. So if now I find a snake here in the dining room, must I leave it, rush to the security and say, you, there's a snake there. I deal with the snake. Then how it came in, it's latter.
Okay. Kumo says, let me guess, your next guest is Hursov, the very person who tell you in your face you are inferior. I'm not concerned about you. I'm concerned about young people that see a role model in you. And no, I'm not NC or EFF or MK. Don't get it twisted.
I've met many people who think that they're influential. I've never met Hursov. And I wouldn't discriminate against him when I meet him, or if I can meet him. We'll differ where we differ. And I don't look at the color of the person and then formulate my own opinion. I've been helped by black people. I've been helped by darkies. Even 2 days ago, I had a problem with my battery at Shell. One Afrikaner guy came in a bakkie, he boosted my car, So it is what it is. So, yeah. And, yeah, I live in Joburg, and even, in my 20s, I've been helped by both blacks and whites. I've lived in white houses, they house me, even in the entertainment industry while I was still trying to find my ways. I've been helped by Germans, women from Britain. So, yeah, for me, the color, it's neither here nor there.
Not substantial. All right. Herman says, this is the most ignorant black man I have ever seen, suggesting that musicians, soccer players of yesteryears were somehow good because of apartheid.
Let me say this. I'm basing things on stats and what you can see. During apartheid, when it comes to sports, townships that were under apartheid. I'm not talking about homeland, self-governing, Bantustan, TBV states. Those were governed by black people. You know, Bomangope, Gachabutelezi, you know, Olomesa. And I know people are going to say, didn't have toilets, didn't have electricity. Go demand it from Olomesa. Go demand it from my own black people. I'm talking about people who are living under apartheid. Go Togoza, go Crossroad, go Umlazi, you know, go Mashu. You know, we had everything that white people had. It might not be the same standard. Swimming pools, we share swimming pools, Olympic sizes, maybe 3 townships. It was enough. Maybe white people, they'll have a better one. Halls, produce ballroom dancers. You know, Felicia Mabuza. During apartheid, soccer, we produced Kalamazoo. He played, you know, at the highest level. There's a stadium named after Kalamazoo. You know, somewhere in Europe. I forgot the country. And I think it's Spain. We produced Jomasono, Kazam Down. People who started things, you know, using their own hands, no tender. We had Maponya, we had Shabalala. We had, you know, let's say the clinic. We had bicycle lanes in Soweto and other townships, Bokatlehong, Bomlazi. You'd go to Mugababa Beach, you'd go to Manyaledi, you had game resorts, Zabotaki. Whatever white people had, we also have it. Now we don't have it at all. We had tarred roads, we had bus stops, we had dakis, we had buses, you know, we had dakis, we had factories like Bohem and Mashawa. We had, you know, karatekas, we had mechanics. You'll study to do an amber artisan for free. They will give you money. You'll go and train to be a nurse. They will pay you. You know, they were, I mean, engineers, technicians, electricians. You know, there were people who were boxing. At an international level. Who are you producing now? What baby Jake they produced during apartheid? World title holder, Dingan Trobela, Brian Mitchell, Brian Baronet. All these guys that are there. Who is a boxer now with the world champion? Nothing. We produced. You know, even players like Bopeni, they come from that era. Sure. You know, so now when people saying we didn't, you know, have better. Mira Makeba was produced when. I'm talking about people in Hollywood. Boken Gampu. Boken Gampu was acting in Hollywood for 9 years. He was sitting there. Who's this guy? John Carney. They were there at international. They were not doing, who's this guy? Well, Mama Dia movie. Why did I get married? Those black movies. They were doing mainstream. We had Pomakrat Singana. We had Brenda Fassie. We had Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Who's the equivalent of Yvonne Chaka Chaka today? Who's the equivalent of Brenda Fassie? Now, at that level, internationally renowned, we had players who played with Pele, Jomasono, Kezam Daung. At that level, we had Dr. Kumano. Who's at the level of Dr. Kumano now? We had, you know, when it comes to music, when it comes to hospitals, we had Abo Hoteskir, produce, you know, doctors. You know, Bomedunsa. Even then, it was under, you know, the homeland. I'm on the first heart transplant, you know, during those days when people saying I'm glorifying apartheid. And the homelands that were under black administration, still they were even better than the provinces that we have now. We had 4 provinces in these self-governing countries. So, you know, we had about Freddie Mercury coming here, Bomidi Jackson, the OJs coming here to perform. Okay. They'll find infrastructure. So that I take it personal when people say,
I can
yeah, even swimming. We had swimmers. Today you can name me one black person who can swim. At Olympics, you can't find. We had swimmers, you can swim. People competing. We had people who were doing table tennis. We had halls, even drunkards. Today we've got too many drunkards. They'll still be happy then. There were, you know, there were churches. Churches, red churches, not these Nigerian churches where people are wearing where people are being sexed and double-crossed in the church like Boma Matos. We had real churches, nobody now for this. Birth certificate, you know, yes, is there. So when people who are not there, they've got an opinion, I can tell you, you know, a lot. You know, about hospital, you got in there now. Today you can't. You know, ARVs, you know, shortage. People are going to die now.
Yeah, it's happening. Okay, Zamo says, pitiful because it is so easy to judge from a position of power and privilege. Beyond your silly consciousness about politics, yini futhi uyazi
Man,
It's a Zulu word, bro.
where is
God
it?
me.
Where is it?
What else do you know? I know what it means,
It's
but
beside privilege.
Mhm.
He said, listen, I can't see, I'm getting old. Beyond your silly consciousness about
Uyaziyo,
politics,
yes, that's the
you know,
word.
uyaziyo.
Yeah. It just dribbled me there. Yeah.
Yeah, what
Tell
else
us.
do I know?
Mm.
I know life. I speak about, everything and anything. And with time, you gain wisdom. And I can tell you this. When people say position of privilege, man, I'm that generation that went to school without shoes.
Mm.
I went to school without shoes. The last time I wore Christmas clothes or New Year clothes, 1978, that was the last time. I could see that my mom was struggling. I said, don't buy me, New Year's clothes. I'm fine, And I come from that generation. I would wear my brother's shirt, You'd wear one shirt, all of you, When you get a bit older,
You hand it down.
at some point, my brother, got out of school, worked. I would steal his techies so that I could go to school. I remember some guys, they wanted to rob me. And I fought. Because I was wearing flashy techies. I said, no ways. They were surrounded me with knives. I said, yo, Pelamas account. So I'm that guy. So when people say that I'm privileged, I went to Bantu education. I studied Bantu education. And I didn't have a bursary to go to university. I found ways, so that I could find myself. And I was accepted, in many institutions. There was no NEFSAS. There were few bursaries, more international race relations, Kagiso Trust Fund, and there were very few. So I don't know this privilege. Some people saying this guy is rented black. Who's renting me? Bring Oppenheimer here. Bring Herr Sophia. I will take his money. I will still do my own thing because nobody tells me. I have no key.
Yes.
And nobody can give me money. That's why maybe they're not giving me money because they realize with this one, is going to rob us. I'll take that money if you're going to kill me. Even if you bring Billy Gator, you bring John Soros.
Okay.
You bring John Soros. Yeah, if Billy Gator gave me money, I will take it. And I'll tell you, what, screw you. Screw you. You're giving me no conditions apply. They realize, these politicians, they try to hook me in. They tried. I used to, attend their parties. They will call me, Maybe because I was sexy then. So they
don't call you anymore.
Yeah, because they told me that these celebrity tendencies of yours are going to make you lose because I must sleep with them now. They asked me, what do you want? Do you want money? I said, no, my own man. I mean, I've lived in almost all suburbs. When it's tough, I go home, let you know there's a room there. I said, so we'll unpack things and stay there. I'll be good there in one room. So, you cannot starve me. You cannot threaten me with money.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't. You can't tame me.
So, Nason Sipula says the struggle was for armchair critics such as yourself to be lecturing us about how oppression was better for our people.
It is very funny. Those are people that never lived during apartheid. Let me tell you this. When people say to me, I'm an armchair critic, I was never an armchair critic. Black people in the struggle, not even 2% of black people, the black masses who fought against apartheid, they were afraid. They were scared. Not only scared, they were discouraging people like me. In 1984, I joined COSAS. Winnie Mandela came and joined us. That's why I can't criticize Winnie Mandela because she's one of a few who stood, with us. When Oliver Tambo was an armchair in London, sitting with our enemy, Margaret Thatcher, saying, make the country ungovernable. 1985, it was a youth year. We made the country ungovernable. I've survived near-death experiences in Deep Roof 1984. There was a riot squad Afrikaner. He stood next to me, 1.5 meters. He pulled the trigger on my face. The gun jammed. Avalon, I've survived many bullets in Avalon, from Sadaf. I've survived Inkatha. When the community was attacked by Inkatha in 1990, I was there. I lost a friend, but didn't sleep for 2 days. Wherever I find myself, I ask people, what are the problems? I joined. When I went to school, I also registered a course with UNISA. I found there were no bursaries. There's NEFSA because of people like me. You know, it started as TEFSA. We fought for that, fighting about Mampele Rampele, UCT, you know. So all those things. When I got to the arts, there were no contracts for musicians. When I left, it became worse. You know, some of us left. You know, there were no royalties. SAPC workers, and all that, they started to get royalties because of people like me. I sacrificed my career. So I am a critic. I called a march, 2020, to go to the Nigerian embassy, and I don't believe in march. The most, but I wanted to see, you know, we called, you know, as Put South Africa First, as Dudula, we've been active. I've been isolated because of that. People did not show up, but they are crying on Twitter, hey, you know, foreigners, this are taking our jobs, but you call them, they don't show up. They want to go watch Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs, where they are told, which they must shut up because they're just fans. You know, this is not IFP, this is not Pirates. I've always been active. Kuma Street committees have been active. So I'm told by people who don't know me, they think that they can judge me. So it is funny. Yeah, it's very, I find it interesting that people who don't know me, they'll say an armchair critic. Maybe because I'm sitting here, they think that I'm an armchair.
So St. Louis 6 says Peño should publicly apologize to Ike for Peño being completely wrong about religion and criticizing Ike over stating facts on Mohammedanism.
Okay, can we just skip the religion one? Thank you.
Oh, no religion, huh?
No religion.
Why not?
Political channel. Just please, guys.
ANC democracy versus apartheid are both terrible. Apartheid is already defeated. ANC should be next. We need a better vision to pursue together.
Yeah, you know, when I say this, imagine apartheid was condemned as a crime against humanity. If such a condemned government can still be better than the one claiming to be free, that tells you something. These guys are bad. These guys are bad. Mangope told us, we didn't believe him. Mangope said, you will regret these guys. We said because he's a Bantustan leader, hey, Chief Lucas Mangope is mad. Everything that they're doing now is what Mangope is saying. You know, but hey, Mapatit, these guys are terrible. Now we are starting to see it. You know, so like I've expressed, you know, an opinion about apartheid, and I'm not an apologist of apartheid, but I'm saying, you know, there were certain things that were happening during apartheid. Today it can rain for 40 nights and 40 days. 2 days later, you'll be told to use the water sparingly. Where is the water? Apartheid government, you'll be driving, you'll see Amaforo, you'll be seeing water, which, you know, is going to, you know, station pipes. They will clean every week. In the townships, there will be people who are cleaning, collecting garbage. Your window broke down, they'll fix it. Your tap, they'll fix it. You go Lapaya rent office, you report, they come fix your roof. Today, nothing is happening. You know, crime. There were civil guards. There were, you know, a lot of things going on. There were stations. Today, under Baluda, we don't have train stations. Stations that were not built by them.
Okay. Saint Sibia says, what's the name of your other channel? He wants to subscribe.
The other channel is banned. The other one is where I talk about religion. This one is Life with Ike. Life with Ike Komad. I forget these things of studio. Something for a privileged person. Yeah.
Blake Bard, I'm Whitney from Namibia. Love Ike. A sane voiced in a fucked up world. That's a shout out from you.
Yeah, but now we need modern voices. We need more people to come in. But unfortunately, I don't know, you know, how we can get more people. But I can tell you, the masses, they're always scared to come in, to commit. Like I said, but even during apartheid, there were so few of us. It's just that we had influence. When we said consumer boycott, stay away, there were people who were defying us. We had to promise them necklace. We did. Man, I fought gangs. I fought check rollers. When people say armchair, at some point they captured me. They captured me. One guy is my friend now. He was in the taxi business. They captured me. There was a Japan in Pimville. And the majority of the guys in Pimville who were gunslingers. There was one guy in Pimville, but he would check. This guy was shooting people. One of them, you know, guys who were gangs. And I wouldn't believe people that him and I as the one. And Varva, these are boys that I groomed and said, guys, Askanye Lukshin, You know the enemy. You know, I groomed them. We don't terrorize the community. You know, our enemy is the system. Men at the high school, you know, Jack Roll. Jack Roll did something. Guys will come with a microbus. They go to a shipping. Maybe they've got AK-47 pump guns, or at school. They say you and you. They take the girls into the bus. Get in. Go rape. Men, when they were with me, I would walk the girls to the bus stop. The guys will come past me. They will ask some of the guys, man, go and ask Ike. We want Cherit, but now we saw her with Ike. Then I tell them, no, Cheria. They will leave her. Because I fought them before. I fought them as comrades. I fought them as students. I mean, I was that guy from one. You know, but someone is raped, you know, a student is mad at it. I was there, number one. So I was prominent. Nice. So that's why. So I've risked my life. I've risked my career. You know, and everything that I say, I don't have a ghost account where I'm hiding myself and I'm putting the face of a lion. You know, it's me. You bumped me in this. I've been to Hillbrow. I bumped lots of Nigerians. I know people, they say, hey, Nigerians are going to kill you. I go there. I was driving a convertible, drove down, 7 p.m. winter, dark. I bumped into Nigerians in Hillbrow. They stopped me. Ike, can I take a photo? I said, why are these people who want to kill me?
All right. Totally legit. Says Ike, I love you. But hell, man, you really don't know the history of Israel.
The history of Israel.
Loud. Yeah, well.
Look, between Israel and Palestinians, I don't take a side. I've got lots of opinions. What things, Lord? I've got lots of opinions. They say I must jump that.
Okay. Joy Rakau says South Africa would have been much better if they had shown respect by being 15 minutes early for the meeting. I'm guessing it's the Trump meeting. Yes.
South Africans, they're always late.
It's African time.
They're always late, my man.
What do they want?
But were they late? Were they late?
Fact check them.
Ross, I don't know what time.
I doubt it.
I don't know what time were they supposed to be there. I just saw them. They were already on when I watched them. And yeah. So.
Okay. Freethinker says, this dude says you should thank the rapist. At least he didn't kill you.
You see, such comparisons. Unfortunately, he picked a subject which is very thorny, the rapist. You know, there's so many people who are victims or survivors of rape. I wouldn't want to use rape. But I'll say this. Maybe if somebody is robbing you, or maybe he's threatening, it's a terrible government, and you still live. And then comes somebody who's supposed to be your friend. He starved you all to death. It is clear. I mean, apartheid government, as I said, it was declared a crime against humanity. I'm not saying it was good, it was bad, but there's so many things that were happening that were good. Even at Standard 4, you could go there, technical, and be equipped to face life without varsity. But there are some people, they left the Standard 5. There are motor mechanics, they learned the technical. That's what I'm saying. You know, I don't want to take the extreme example, but if a guy who's supposed to be a friend, you know, it's like how, you know, we are at a shipping. There'll be a guy, maybe you think that this guy doesn't like you or you once fought. But this guy is nicer to you. And your friend, as you leave, he betrays you. He set up a trap so that you are killed. Who's one? Which one is better? This one doesn't talk to you or maybe once fought. Yeah. And your friend, it's far worse if it's your friend. The ANC, they kill people in Marikana under Jacob Zuma. They kill people in Esidimeni. They killed students. You know, fees must fall. They were there. There are some people who lost their lives.
Yeah, I was at Wits.
Under ANC. You know, so you tell me. So many people died.
Okay. The ordinary South African says, but has your generation done their part to educate these youth and rebuild these institutes?
My generation, I mean, they're drunk somewhere, they're drinking beers, others they're getting tenders, others they're just confused because now we come from that generation. Remember, my generation, it's that generation that didn't know emails. They keep on saying, do you have an image? Do you have an image? You know, and I remember when I was young, the careers that we knew, career guidance was like, be a teacher, be a police, be a doctor, be a lawyer. And things were happening quicker. The fall of Berlin Wall, things were happening fast. And when you're trying to catch up, another one is coming. Before you know it, they said, do you have, MySpace? Do you have a Mixit? When you still on Mixit, they said that the Facebook. When you say Facebook, no, that one is on. It is Twitter. When you say on Twitter, it means that you're forever playing catch up. You're trying to start a business. But no, it's PE. When you say, but no, you must find a woman partner. Now you quit. So they are forever chasing. But no, buy a truck, buy a van so that you can support. They say, no, you have to join the ANC to be part of the tender scheme. When you join the ANC, no, you have to join a certain cabal. So we are forever chasing. Before you know it, you are entrenched, and you've got a wife, you no longer have authority in the house, you are 47, nobody wants to employ you, but not on the cut-off age. And then before you know, you're sleeping alone. The woman says, why are you touching me? Have you been in a situation? I saw one guy in the gym. I look at this moho. Like when he wants to show off, Shiman is not used to find girls. So this one, he find one chacharach girl. So he's trying to kiss her, when you're trying to kiss a woman, she does this. He kept on saying, so I'm sure when they're in the car, when they're training, man, don't kiss me, don't man, let's focus. The slap has so manager made a mistake. They don't get some don't get cheap. So now my hot man, wait, now my generation, they're suffering from that. That's money out. That's, so they're dying from illnesses and
Please stay tuned for part 2.